Hi there, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. I am Artie Rose, and this is the GLB network, the greatest of all time baseball league simulation in Out of the Park Baseball 27. And we have finally come to the World Series. If we go to the game screen, we're going to show you. Actually, going to go back. This is the scheduled game between the 1909 Pirates and the Boston Red Sox of 2004. The World Series were season 4 of the GLB. Just to give you a little background. Okay, we had the Boston Red Sox were the number 7 seed going into the playoffs, and the 1909 Pirates were down here. They were 9, 10, 11, 12, the 13 seed out of 16. So the Pirates are the story, Cinderella team in the playoffs. They went up against the Montreal Expos, who were the Montreal Expos were the number 6 seed, and they defeated them 4-1. Then they went up against the Detroit Tigers of 1968, who also defeated a top 8 seed. The Astros were in the top 8. I think they were number 3. The Astros were number 4 seed. And they defeated them 4-1. Then they went up against the 1984 Tigers, who were 1984 Tigers were the number 8 seed, and they defeated them 4-2 to get to the World Series. Red Sox were the number 7 seed. They went up against the 1969 Orioles, who were 1969 Orioles were the number 10 seed, and they defeated them 4-1. Then they went up against the 1995 Indians, defeated them 4-1, and then they went up against the 1931 A's, and that series went 7 games. The A's almost pulled it out, an upset, but they didn't. Anyway, so the Red Sox went on to play the Indians of 1954 and beat them in 6 games, and here we are in the World Series. So, Game 1, Pittsburgh in Fenway Park, going for the Red Sox, Pedro Martinez. Let's go to the screen with the lineups. Pedro Martinez was 13-11 in the regular season, and had an ERA of 4.03. He's going up against Vic Willis, who was 11-15 in the regular season with a 5.76 ERA. So the lineups: Pittsburgh Pirates putting up Fred Clark, who was actually their left fielder and their player manager back in those days. talking about the dead ball era. He's leading off. Ham Hyatt, the first baseman, bats second. Honus Wagner, who was a magnificent dead ball era player, batting third. What I find unusual, this dead ball team, back in those days, home runs were, Honus Wagner led the team with 5 home runs. So there weren't many home runs. But in modern era times, if they had played today, allegedly, these would be the numbers. And look at these home run totals. Clark with 23 home runs. Hyatt with 25 home runs. Honus Wagner, 42 home runs. So that's an interesting result. Moving on, batting fourth, Tommy Leach at third base. Owen Wilson, the right fielder, bats fifth. Dots Miller, the second baseman, bats sixth. George Gibson, the catcher, bats seventh. And Ward Miller, center fielder, bats eighth. And Ed Abaticchio, the DH, batting ninth. For the 2004 Red Sox, it's Johnny Damon, center fielder, batting first. Nomar Garciaparra, the shortstop, batting second. David Ortiz, the DH, batting third. Manny Ramirez in left field, batting fourth. Trot Nixon, the right fielder, batting fifth. Jason Varitek, the catcher, batting sixth. Kevin Millar, batting seventh, the first baseman. Bill Muller, the third baseman, batting eighth. And Mark Bellhorn, the second baseman, batting ninth. So we're going to take a quick break and we'll bring you game one. We'll sort of kind of play it. Oh, what happened there? Sorry. We'll speed play it, maybe see the results and do some highlights. So we'll be right back. Okay, we are back. So we are going to go back to the score. And let's just do a quick play of game one, see the results. First game, wow, Red Sox blow them out 12-4. And go up in the series here, 1-0. Nomar Garciaparra homered. David Ortiz had a pair of home runs and he was not the player of the game. Pedro Martinez pitched 8 2/3 innings, gave up 9 hits, 3 runs, struck out 11. So let's finish today and go to game 2. Game 2, pretty much lineups are the same. Babe Adams is pitching for the Pirates. 15-10 on the regular season, 5.37 ERA. Bronson Arroyo won 18 games in the 156 game series season. 18-6 with a 3.93 ERA. So game 2, let's see the results. And a walk-off victory in the bottom of the 10th for the Red Sox, 7-6, and they go up 2-0. So let's watch. This was a good game. Let's watch the highlights of this game. Looks like it's a pretty cloudy day here in Fenway. Here's the weather. It's snowing on October 19th in Boston. Go figure. Anyway, so let's see. This is top of the first. Honus Wagner with a man on third, 1 out, and Bronson Arroyo on the mound. Pitch, ground ball taken by the second baseman. They get the out at first, but the run scores. So the Pirates jump out in front 1-0. Now it's the top of the third, 1 out, man on first, and Fred Clark is the batter. Pitch, down the line, base hit. So runners on the corners. Now we're in the bottom of the fourth. Manny Ramirez is up with David Ortiz on first, 1 out. That's going to be in the gap. Yes, all the way to the wall. The relays. So now it's second and third with nobody out. And Trot Nixon is up. Pitch. Ground ball, first base. First baseman takes it. So that's 2 outs now. Jason Varitek with 2 men on, second and third, and 2 men out. Bottom of the fourth. The pitch. Oh, there is a long fly ball caught, and that's it. So that threat was just a threat. Tied, no, not tied up. Scores 2-0. Kevin Millar is up in the bottom of the fifth with nobody out. Pitch. Oh, line drive gets past the shortstop and goes into center field. Bill Muller is up. Man off first, nobody out. And that's going to drop in. Nope, that's a fly ball out. Okay, that's the first out. And we go now to the top of the sixth. Manny Ramirez is up with David Ortiz on first. 1 out. And there's a long fly ball into right field, and that is out of here. That is a game-tying home run by Manny Ramirez here in the bottom of the sixth. So now the score is tied at 2. Bronson Arroyo on the mound. Ed Apaticcio is up. It is the top of the eighth. Nobody out. Pitch. And that's going to be a base hit into left field. So now you have Fred Clark up. The game is tied at 2. Nobody out, man off first. Oh, a little squibber. no play. So now first and second, nobody out. Ham Hyatt is up. Score is tied, top of the eighth. Pitch. That is a base hit into right field. It's going to score 1 run. So now it's 3-2. What happened? Oh no, he didn't. Nobody scored. Bases loaded for Honus Wagner. Here's the pitch to Wagner. Popped up. Center fielder takes it, Damon, and a run scores on a sacrifice fly. So now it's 3-2 Pittsburgh. Tommy Leach, third baseman, with 1 out. Runners on first and second. Popped up. Foul ground. Taken right at third baseman. Okay, this is 2 outs now, and Owen Wilson, the right fielder, is up. And that is a base hit into left center field. And the throw home not in time. So now the score is 4-2. And it is the bottom of the eighth now. 4-2 Pirates. Babe Adams is still on the mound for the Pirates. And Lamar Garcia Parra is the batter. And that's going to be a fair ball down the line in right field. So Garcia Parra is on. That brings up David Ortiz. Nobody out, man off first. Pitch. And that's going to be caught center field. That's the first down. Manny Ramirez has a home run in a ball game. 4-2 score. Bottom of the eighth. Long fly ball. And it's out of here. Manny Ramirez, a second home run. Ties the score again, 4-4. Trot Nixon is up now, bottom of the eighth, 1 out. And that's a walk. Jason Varitek, 1 out. Still bottom of the eighth. That's popped up. Second baseman takes it, 2 outs. This is Kevin Millar. Man, our first 2 outs, bottom of the eighth, 4-4 score. And that's going to be caught. A running catch by Owen Wilson in right field. And that is that. Top of the ninth. Ward Miller, center fielder, with a man on first, nobody out. And Keith Folk on the mound for the Red Sox. Swing and a miss, strike 3. First out. Ed Abaticchio. Fly ball right field taken by Nixon. 2 outs. Ham Hyatt now with Freddie Clark at first and George Gibson on second. 2 outs, top of the ninth, tie score. Popped up, taken, and that is that. So bottom of the ninth, tie score. Now we're in the bottom of the ninth, tie score. Bill Muller, third baseman. And that's a base hit right center field. So man on first for Mark Bellhorn. Bottom of the ninth. Bunted to the pitcher. They get the out at second. It was a hard bunt. Johnny Damon steps in. Ground ball right on the line. First baseman takes it, but the runner moves over. Nolan Garcia-Parra, 2 outs. Man on third. Ground ball, second base. Over to first, and that's it. We're going into extra innings. Top of the 10th. Honus Wagner is up. Nobody out. And that's going to be off the wall, off the green monster. And he's in there with a double. So Honus Wagner doubles. And then I guess Leach, it must have been a walk or something, probably, or an intentional walk. We have runners on first and second for Owen Wilson, the right fielder. On the mound for the Red Sox, Mike Timlin. Pitch. Ground ball, second base. Oh, they dropped the ball, an error, and the bases are loaded now with nobody out for the Pirates. No, not. They got him. Oh, I'm sorry, they got him. Looked like he dropped the ball. Anyway, so the runners advance now second and third with Dots Miller, the second baseman, at the plate. Pitch. And it's going to be through for a base hit. Here comes one run. The runner's coming around third, and the throw home is not in time. So 2 runs score, and the Pirates go up here 6-4 in the top of the 10th. 1 out. Miller on first, and George Gibson, the catcher, is up. And a base hit to left field. And that was that. So now, bottom of the 10th, David Ortiz at the plate. Pirates lead the game 6-4. Sam Lever is on the mound for the Pirates. 3 outs away from their first victory to even up the series, but pitch Ortiz way back, and it's in the gap, and a double for Ortiz. So man on second, nobody out for Manny Ramirez. Homer his last time up. And there is a fly ball, long fly ball, off the wall. That's going to score Ortiz and make the score 6-5. Back-to-back doubles here in the top of the 10th. Man on second, nobody out, Trot Nixon. Pitch. Another base hit. Ramirez is rounding third. Here comes the throw. Not in time, and the Red Sox tie the game 7-6. Nixon's on second now. Jason Varitek at the plate. He's the winning run, Nixon. Here is the pitch. That's in the gap. Gets Nixon rounding the throw home. Not in time. Oh, Nixon goes to third. I'm sorry. Okay, he did not try to score. The throw is on the mark. So now the winning run's at third, and Kevin Millar is up. Pitch. And that's going to be caught. And that's the first out. Nixon, not far enough for him to score. Bases loaded. Now, for Mark Bellhorn, 1 out. Bottom of the 10th, winning run at third. Ground ball through, and that's going to be it. Base hit scores the winning run, and the Red Sox walk it off here. Game 2 of the World Series. And go out in front 2-0. So that was interesting. So we're going to finish today. Now we're going to Pittsburgh. And before we bring you this game, we're going to take a short break. Okay, we are back. Now we're in Pittsburgh for Game 3. The Red Sox lead the series 2-0. Curt Schilling is on the mound for the Red Sox, and Howie Kamnitz on the mound for Pittsburgh. Let's see the lineups, if anything changed. Pretty much the same lineups. Schilling was 11-14 in the regular season with a 4.79 ERA, and Kamnitz was 10-14 with a 4.68 ERA. So let's go and quick play it and see what we get for Game 3. And the Pirates pull out a victory, 8-7. And now it's 2-1. Okay, so we don't avoid a sweep. Boston home runs by Bill Muller, Nomar Garciaparra, and for the Pirates, Flint Clark, Ham Hyatt, Tommy Leach, and Honus Wagner. Player of the game was Honus Wagner. He went 3 for 4 with a home run, knocked in 1 run, scored 3 runs. Sam Lever won the game in relief, and Keith Folk lost it. So now it's 2-1. This is Game 4 now. Byung Kim is on the mound for the Red Sox, and Sam Frock for the Pirates. Checking the lineups. Pretty much the same. Again, 2 right-handers. Byung Kim was 14-9 in the regular season with a 5.25 ERA. Sam Frock was 10-11 with a 6.08 ERA. So Game 4, we're gonna quick play it, and we see that the Red Sox win 8-3 and go out now in front 3-1. So one win away from the World Series championship here in Season 4 of the GLB. So we will take a quick break, and then we're going to bring you Game 5. Be right back. Okay, we're back from that break, and we are here now. Game 5 about to take place. Boston Red Sox on the verge of a championship here in Season 4 of the GLB. We're going to actually go now because any game 5, 6, and 7, anything can happen. So we're going to bring you the game rather than just quick play it. Pedro Martinez on the mound for the Red Sox and Vic Willis. So this is a rematch of Game 1. Okay, let's get right to it. Here at Forbes Field, Pittsburgh. For the Red Sox, Johnny Damon leads it off, followed by Norm Garcia-Parra. David Ortiz bats third. Manny Ramirez bats cleanup. Trot Nixon is fifth. Jason Varitek, the catcher, is sixth. Kevin Millar bats seventh. Bill Muller, third baseman, bats eighth. And Mark Bellhorn, the second baseman, bats ninth. Vic Willis in the playoffs. He's won one game and lost two. Got a 5.82 ERA. So here we go to start off the game. Get the panoramic view before the first pitch. Here we go. Ground ball, second base. Upward it is. Oh, and it's an easy out. He had to scoop it. I don't know how easy it was, but that's the first out. Nomar Garcia-Parra, he's on fire. He's batting .394 in the playoffs, 3 home runs and 18 RBIs. Here he is at 1 out against Vic Willis. Pitch, ground ball, third base. Up with it. It's Leach, throws him out for the second out. David Ortiz, he's batting .321. He's got 6 home runs in the postseason and 19 RBIs. Here's the pitch from Willis. And he walks him. So 2 outs, and the Red Sox have a runner on. Here's Manny Ramirez. He's had 8 home runs in the postseason. Batting .318, 21 RBIs. 2 outs, man on first. Swinging a miss, strike 3, and that's it. So the Red Sox come up with nothing on 1 walk, no hits, no errors. Go to the bottom of the first. Lineup for the 1909 Pittsburgh Pirates. Fred Clark, the manager and player, left field, leads off. Ham Hyatt bats second. Honus Wagner bats third. Tom Leach bats fourth. Owen Wilson bats fifth. Dots Miller, the second baseman, bats sixth. This is George Gibson, the catcher, bats seventh. Ward Miller, center fielder, bats eighth. And Ed Abaticchio is the DH. Pedro Martinez on the mound. In the playoffs, he's undefeated. 5 wins, no losses. 3.10 ERA. 46 strikeouts in 40 innings. So he's on fire. Here we go. Clark steps in, the leadoff for the Pirates. Pitch. Fly ball, center field. Johnny Damon is there. Makes the catch for the first out. Ham Hyatt, bat 307 in the postseason. 3 home runs and 12 RBIs. Martinez looks in. Pitch. And that is a base hit to left field for Hyatt. 1 out, man on first for Honus Wagner. Honus Wagner is on fire, batting .410, 32 hits in 78 at-bats with 4 home runs and 15 RBIs. Here's the pitch. Ground ball, first base. Millar takes it himself, 2 outs. Oh, did he? No, I'm sorry. Honus Wagner beat that out. So it's an infield hit. So now 1 out, 2 men on for Tommy Leach. Tommy Leach only has 16 hits, 79 at-bats for a .203 average. Here is the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's the same one. That'll bring up Owen Wilson. Wilson, 28 hits in 84 at-bats, 5 home runs. 2 outs, 2 men on, bottom of the first. Pitch. Fly ball going back is Damon. He takes it, and that is the inning. So, inning's over. Pirates stranded 2 runners, and the score is 0-0 here after 1 inning. Okay, Trot Nixon leads it off for the Red Sox against Vic Willis. Pitch. Ground ball, second base. Hyatt picks it up, throws him out. Miller, that was. I'm sorry. Anyway, so we go to Jason Varitek. 21 hits and 87 at-bats in the postseason for a .241 average. 1 out, nobody on. Pitch. And that's going to be a base hit to right field for Varitek. Okay, 1 out, 1 man on. Kevin Millar. 21 for 82 for a .256 batting average. Here is the pitch. And that is going to be a fly ball, and it's past the left fielder off the wall. Jason Varitek comes around to score on the double by Kevin Millar. So the Red Sox are on the board. 1-0. Top of the second. That'll bring up Bill Muller, third baseman. Man on second, 1 out. Pitch. Struck him out looking. Second out. Mark Bellhorn. Pitch. There's another hit in the gap. Off the wall. That's going to score the second run, and that's another double. Mark Bellhorn, an RBI double. So now the score is 2-0 Red Sox. Johnny Damon, top of the order, is up. Man on second, 2 out. Pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. And that is it. But the Red Sox scored 2 runs on 3 hits and lead now 2-0 going into the bottom of the second. Dots Miller, the second baseman, leads it off against Pedro Martinez. Here we go. Ground ball, second baseman charging over to first, and that is the first out. Mark Bellhorn charging, making a good play on that. Here is George Gibson. Gibson has got 23 hits and 80 at-bats for a .287 average. Pitch from Martinez. Popped up. Foul ground. First baseman. Millard takes it. 2 outs. Ward Miller, center fielder, steps in for the Pirates. 2 outs, nobody on. Pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. And that is it for the Pirates. No hits, no runs, and no errors. Score is still Red Sox 2, Pirates nothing. Game 5. So Nomar Garcia-Parra leads off against Vic Willis. Here we go. Top of the 3rd. Fly ball, center field. Miller is there. Makes the catch for the first out. Ward Miller. David Ortiz. He's 0 for 1 today. Actually, he walked his first time, so he got no at-bat yet. Here is the pitch. That's popped up. Foul ground, third baseman. Leach makes the catch, 2 outs. Manny Ramirez, left fielder. He's 0 for 1. Pitch. And that's going to be a line drive caught by Fred Clark in left field to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Red Sox. The score is still 2-0 Red Sox going to the bottom of the 3rd. Ed Abaticchio, the designated hitter. He's got 14 hits and 65 at-bats. That translates to a .215 average. Here he is against Pedro. Pedro's got 30 pitches. Low pitch count. And there is a drive to left field, and Ramirez takes it, makes the catch for the first out. Fred Clark, top of the order for the Pirates, steps in. He is 0 for 1. Pitch. And he walks him. Clark's got 4 stolen bases in the postseason, so he could steal. 1 out, 1 man on. Cam Hyatt, who had a hit his last time up. And there's a drive to right field, and it drops in for a hit. Clark is in second. Thought about third, but didn't go. So 1 out, first and second for the Pirates. Honus Wagner steps in, red hot, batting .418, 33 hits and 79 bats. Pitch. Fly ball, center field. Johnny Damon is there. Second out. Tommy Leach steps in. Pitch. And it's a walk, and the bases are loaded with 2 outs for the Pirates. Owen Wilson, 28 hits and 85 at-bats for a .329 average. 5 home runs. Pitch. There's a shot to center field. Damon drifts back and takes it and puts it away for the 3rd out. So, Pirates leave the bases loaded and squander a great opportunity here in the 3rd inning. We're going to take a quick break and bring you some more action right after this. Okay, we're back here at Forbes Field for the top of the fourth. Trot Nixon leads it off for the Red Sox. They lead 2-0 here, top of the fourth. They're going to quick play this to see if anybody gets on base scoring position. So, no, nothing across for the Red Sox in the top of the fourth. And now we go to the bottom of the fourth. We're going to do the same thing here for the Pirates. See if anybody with a quick play it until there's a runner in scoring position. And, all right, so they scored a run. I wonder if there was a home run that we missed. Let's see. So, top of the fourth. Home run by George Gibson right there. So, yes, we missed it. So, Pirates are on the board, scores 2-1. One out, nobody on. Again, got a quick play till somebody's in scoring position. There you go. So there's Ward Miller on second base with 2 outs for Fred Clark, top of the order, against Pedro Martinez. The pitch, and it's a walk, so now there's 2 men on. Ham Hyatt, 2 for 2. Pitch, and it's another walk. Martinez, a little wild. Bases loaded, 2 outs. For the red hot Honus Wagner, 1 for 2 today. Here is the pitch from Martinez. Swing and a miss, and that'll do it. So the Pirates, again, second time in the ballgame, leave the bases loaded. But they do score a run on the home run by George Miller, whatever his name is. George Gibson, the catcher. So it's 2-1 now. We're in the top of the fifth. Bottom of the order for the Red Sox. We're going to quick play this till there's somebody in scoring position. So nobody gets on for the Red Sox half of the inning. We're now at the bottom of the fifth. And Tommy Leach, the cleanup hitter, is up. Let's quick play this. And we have now 2 outs and a man on third for George Gibson, who homered his last time. Martinez looks in. The pitch. Fly ball, center field. Johnny Damon drifting over, takes it, makes the catch, ends the inning. So, score remains. Red Sox 2 and 1909 Pirates 1. Game 5 of the World Series of GLB Season 4. David Ortiz is going to lead it off for the Red Sox in the top of the 6th. Vic Willis still in there. He's got 74 pitches. The pitch. And that's going to be a line drive over the head of the left fielder, Clark. And Ortiz is in with a double. A leadoff double. David Ortiz. Man on second. Nobody out. Manny Ramirez up at the plate. He is 0 for 2. The pitch. A little ground ball to first base. Hyatt takes it himself, but David Ortiz is now on third base with 1 out. Trot Nixon steps in. Nixon 0 for 2. And they walk Nixon intentionally. Set up a double play to get out of here. Here's Jason Varitek. Varitek 1 for 2 in the game. Here's the pitch from Willis. Ground ball, second base. They get the force at second, over to first. Double play, and that is the inning. So, intentionally walking Nixon was the right call. Get out of the inning, no runs. The score still 2-1, going to the bottom of the 6th. Dennis Martinez has got 96 pitches here coming into the 6th inning. He's going to face Ward Miller. Going to play this until somebody gets on. And nobody gets on and nothing across. So we go to the top of the 7th now with a 2-1 score. And Kevin Millar is the batter. We're going to quick play this one until we get somebody on second base. Oh, and we got another run. So what happened? Let's see what happened. Is it another home run? So Ward Miller grounds out. Apostaccio strikes out. Fred Clark flies out. Oh, this is the 7th. I'm looking at the 6th. I'm sorry. So Kevin Millar grounds out. Bill Muller grounds out. Mark Bellhorn singles. And then Johnny Damon doubles. And Bellhorn scored on the double by Johnny Damon. So Damon's on second. 2 outs for Nomar Garciaparra. The Red Sox now lead 3-1 in the top of the 7th. Here's the pitch from Willis. Fly ball. Right field. Owen Wilson makes the catch, ends the inning. But the Red Sox now lead 3-1. Going to the bottom of the 7th. Ham Hyatt leads off. Martinez still in there. 107 pitches. I wonder how much longer the AI is going to let him pitch. Here is Hyatt. Ground ball, third base. Over to first, and the throw gets past him. Hyatt goes to second on the errant throw. So Muller is charged with a throwing error. So Hyatt is in scoring position for the Pirates with Honus Wagner up. Nobody out. Pitch. And there's going to be a base hit. And coming around to score is Hyatt. And Wagner goes to second on the throw home. And the score now is 3-2. Tying run at second base, nobody out. Martinez still in there. Anybody in the bullpen? Let's see. Doesn't say. Anyway, so here is Tommy Leach, 0 for 2. Man on second. Ground ball, shortstop, up with it. Throws over to first, that's the second out. But Wagner goes to third. So 1 out, man on third for Owen Wilson, the right fielder. And there's a shot, and that's going to tie the game. Base hit right field for Owen Wilson. So the Pirates battling back here in the bottom of the seventh now. Tie score. 1 out, man on first for Dots Miller. Pitch. There goes the runner. The throw, and he's safe. Stolen base for Wilson. 4th stolen base of the postseason. So now the go-ahead run's on second with 1 out. Martinez still in there. Pitch, and it gets away. And the runner advances. So we have runner at third. Go-ahead run for the Pirates. And 1 man out, Martinez. Trying to get out of this jam. Not getting any help from the manager. Popped up. Foul ground. First baseman takes it. And that is the 2nd out. So that'll bring up George Gibson. Already has a home run in the ball game. 2 outs. Man on third. Tie score here. Bottom of the 7th. Pitch. Fly ball. Going back. Gibson. Nixon makes the catch in right field, and that is the inning. So the Pirates actually tie the game now. We go to the top of the 8th. Score is 3-3. Game 5 of the World Series here in GLB Season 4. Vic Willis is over 100 pitches now. He's still on the mound here. David Ortiz leads it off. The pitch. And he walks him. Manny Ramirez. Man off first, nobody out. Pitch. Fly ball. Popped up. Shortstop. Wagner makes catch. First out. Okay. Trot Nixon. With man off first, 1 out. And that's a called strike, 3 for the 2nd out. That's the 6th strikeout for Vic Willis. Jason Varitek, the catcher. The man off first and 2 outs. The pitch. Ground ball, third base. Throw at a first, and that will do it. So the Red Sox get no hits on a walk. Don't score. The score is still 3-3 here. Going to the bottom of the 8th. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll bring you the rest of the game right after this. Okay, we're back. That short break. We're in the bottom of the 8th. Dennis Martinez is still on the mound here with 123 pitches. Facing Ward Miller. Ward Miller's 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. Ground ball, second base. Upward it is. Bellhorn throws out the runner for the first out. And that's it for Martinez. They took him out, and they put in Keith Folk. Folk, I think he's pretty tired, to tell you the truth. Let's look. Keith Folk, a 63%, slightly tired. He had 23 pitches 2 days ago. So, and they put him in. He's been delivering. Pitched 16 innings in the playoffs. Won one game and lost 3. And his ERA is 3.24. Okay, so here it's 1 out, and this is Ed Apaticcio for the Pirates. Pitch. Called strike 3, 2 outs. And Fred Clark, top of the order, 0 for 2. Pitch. And it's a walk. So 2 out and on first by Ham Hyatt. 2 for 3 today. And it's a called strike 3, and that is the inning. So we go to the top of the 9th with the score tied at 3 here. Game 5 of the World Series in the GLB Season 4. Kevin Millar is going to lead it off for the Red Sox against Vic Willis. Vic Willis got 119 pitches. How long are they going to go with him? Let's see. Here is the pitch to Millar. And that's going to be in the gap for a base hit all the way to the wall. Millar is in there with a leadoff double. And the Vic Willis is still in it. So the go-ahead run for the Red Sox on second base, nobody out, for Bill Muller. Bill Muller is 0 for 3. And they walk him. He set up a force at any base, a force at third, and a possible double play. Mark Bellhorter, number 9 hitter, is up. Nobody out, 2 men on. Pitch. A little ground ball. Pick it up. Throw over to second. They get the force, but that's all he gets. So 1 out and runners at first and third. And that is it for Vic Willis as they put in Babe Adams. Adams is pretty much their closer. He didn't save any games, but he wasn't in the starting pitching role. Won 15 games and lost 10. In the playoffs, he's won 3 games and lost 1. Johnny Damon is up. 1 out. Go ahead run at third. Top of the 9th. Babe Adams looks in. Getting the sign. Here's the pitch. Popped up. Third baseman takes it in foul territory. The second out. That'll bring up Nomar Garciaparra. 37 hits and 98 at-bats in the postseason. Adams looks in, and here is the pitch. Ground ball in front of the plate, and pitcher Adams picks it up, throws out the runner, and end the inning. So we go to the bottom of the 9th here in Pittsburgh with a tie score. Keith Folk on the mound is going to face Honus Wagner, Tommy Leach, and Owen Wilson here at the bottom of the 9th. Wagner's batting .415. Pitch. Fly ball, center field. Johnny Damon is there and makes the catch for the first inning. Tommy Leach, 0 for 3 in the ball game. The pitch. Popped up. Taken by the second base Bellhorn. 2 outs. Owen Wilson The right fielder steps in. The pitch. And that's going to be a base hit to center field. So the winning run is on base for the Pirates. 2 outs. And Dots Miller is up. He's 1 for 4, Dots Miller. The pitch. Ground ball, third base, up with it. Over to second, they get the force out, and that ends the inning. So we go to extra innings now with the score tied 3-3. Let's take a quick break before we get into the extra innings. Okay, we are back here. We're in the top of the 10th. Tie score, Game 5 of the World Series here in the GLB Season 4. The Red Sox win, they win it all. If the Pittsburgh wins, they force Game 6 back at Fenway Park. So here we go. Babe Adams on the mound for the Pirates, facing David Ortiz. Pitch. Ground ball, second base. Up with it is Miller over the first. And that is it. 1 out. Manny Ramirez. 0 for 4 today. And that's a base hit. So the go-ahead run is on base. Brings up Trot Nixon. Nixon, 0 for 3. Babe Adams looks in the pitch. And there goes Ramirez, and he's in there with a stolen base. So now the go-ahead run is at second base with 1 out. 1-1 count now on Trot Nixon. Here's the pitch. Okay, so they intentionally walk Nixon. They want to set up a double play to get out of the inning. Jason Varitek, the catcher, steps in. He's 1 for 4 today. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That was a big strike. 2 outs now. Kevin Millar steps in. He's 2 for 4 today. What an RBI. Pitch. Ground ball, third base, deep in the hole. Picks it up over to second. And they get the force at second. And that ends the inning. We're going to the bottom of the 10th. It's still tied up at 3 here at Forbes Field. George Gibson leads it off. Gibson's 1 for 4. That one hit was a home run against Keith Folk. The pitch. And he walks him, so the winning run is on first. Nobody out. Ward Miller 0 for 3 in the game. Pitch. Tried to bunt, missed it. 1-1 count. Pitch, another bunt attempt. Missed. Strike 2. 1-2 count. There is a shot to center, and that is a base hit. Gibson goes to second. Not deep enough for him to go to third. So the winning run is at second base with Ed Apaticcio, the DH, up. Here's the pitch. Ground ball. Pitcher takes it. Over the first, second for one. That's the first out. Okay. Fred Clark, top of the order, steps in. 1 out. Winning run at third base. Clark is 0 for 2. Falk looks in. The pitch. And they walk. The base is loaded. 1 out. They bring the infield in for Ham Hyatt. Ham Hyatt's got 2 hits today, 2 for 4. Can he win the ball game here? Pitch. And there it is, base hit, and that's going to be the ball game as the Pirates come back and win 4-3 and force a Game 6 at Fenway Park. Great finish, great game. 1909 Pirates. Cinderella team for season 4. That was great. That was amazing. So there you go. So Game 5 is in the books, and we are going to take a break, and we'll bring you Game 6. Or maybe we'll end this episode and bring you Game 6. Maybe we'll just end it here, because this is about an hour's worth. So we're going to go to Game 6, and the Red Sox lead the series 3-2. It's getting really interesting, and it's getting pretty fun to watch. So hope you enjoyed this episode, and we'll bring you the next one as soon as we can. Enjoy your day.